everyone, I'm Jasmine Sidhu and I welcome you all to my yet another session of online tutorials. Today I have come up with a video based upon a grammar topic, that is editing exercise. This video has actually been a motivation from my students' side because there was a huge demand by my students that ma'am, please make a video upon editing exercises. So my dear children, here I am with the video. In this video, we'll be discussing about various techniques how to handle this question. This question regarding editing exercise, it comes for 4 marks in the English question paper of classes 9th and 10th. Now, before learning about the techniques, we should understand the word editing. What do you mean by editing? Editing means to spot an error in a sentence and rectify it. That means when you handle this question, you need to understand one thing, that there is an error in every statement. You need to identify that error and put the correct word in place of that wrong word. Now to do that, you need to have certain rules of grammar in your mind. Now, number one rule that you need to keep in mind is regarding the tense of the paragraph. When you start attempting this question, make it a point that you go through the whole paragraph in one go. When you go through these lines, you'll come to understand whether the flow of the paragraph is in present tense or past tense or future tense. You'll be able to identify the tense, and then accordingly you can identify the errors. Now, how would you do that? Obviously with the helping verbs or with the main verb which has been used. Now, generally for the helping verbs, we can say like SMR is used for present tense, was, were is used for past tense, has, have used for present perfect tense, and had is used for past perfect tense. Will, shall is used for future tense. So, once you are able to identify the tense, then you can start searching for your errors. The second thing regarding tense is that with singular subject, we need to use plural main verb, and vice versa. With plural subject, we use singular form of verb. Example I'm giving you: Ben go for football practice every day. Now over here, Ben is the subject, it is singular, and the verb is coming go. Immediately it comes into our mind that singular subject verb needs to be plural, and you'll be able to identify the error. We'll correct it over here. We'll put Ben goes for football practice every day. Similarly, see the second one. We produces lasers for cosmetic surgery. We is plural, produces is plural, right? So subject is also plural, verb is also plural. Immediately it will strike in our mind that yes, this is the error. You'll identify it and we put the correct word, that is produce. We produce lasers for cosmetic surgeries. The third important tip you need to keep into your mind is I, you, we, they. If they are used as subject, your form of verb should be V1. You can ask me a question over here that why with I, you, we are using V1, because you need to brush up your skills regarding subject verb agreement, right? According to that, we have I, you, we use first form of verb. The statement becomes I sleep late on Saturdays, you sleep late on Saturdays, we sleep late on Saturdays, they sleep late on Saturdays. Similarly with the singular subject he, she, it, plural form of the verb will go. For example, he goes to beach every Sunday. She goes to beach every Sunday. It brings us a good fortune, right? The fourth important point to remember is the usage of the infinitive verbs. Now, infinitive verbs, they are always preceded by to. For example, to sing, to run, to play, to dance. So the rule becomes 2 plus V1. If you get the statement I'm going to bought a new car. Immediately, if you remember the rule 2 plus V1, you'll come to know that where is the error. Bought is not the base form of verb. So you'll identify the error and you'll rectify it. The statement will become, I am going to buy a new car. I hope you have understood these 4 categories of identification regarding tenses. Right? These are the most common errors. Now, the next set of errors could be of articles. The usage of a and the. A, as we all know, is used for consonants and for vowels, though we have some exceptions like a university. It is U, right? U is the vowel, but we don't use an university, we use a university because of the phonetics, because of the sound. Similarly, we have our. Our H is consonant, but we use an our. Why? Because H is silent and the sound of O is coming. O is the vowel. So, such exceptions are there. Then we move to the definite article, that is the. The is used for special things, specific things, for plurals in front of certain proper nouns. For example, the Ganga, the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, right? Now the third set of common errors, it could be regarding prepositions. The preposition of place, preposition of time. Now if you see that there is no error regarding preposition also in the passage, then the fourth common mistake in these editing passages you can confront is with the conjunctions and, but, because, since, when, where, while, right? You can find the error regarding conjunctions. So these are 4 most common errors in the editing passages. Now number 5 comes regarding the usage of the modals. Modals like can, could, may, might, must, would. Now when you use modals, first point you need to remember is that modal plus V1 is the rule. That means with modals we use the first form of verb. Example, he can swim. She may leave the premises. With modal I am using swim, that is first form of verb. Same with leave, that is first form of verb. And then for the negative sentences where we are using modals, not should be used after modals. You should not smoke. You cannot go. You cannot sit. So not should come after the modals. Now, the 6th category which you need to identify is regarding the usage of did. With did, we always use V1, first form of verb. This is the most common mistake, children, and while speaking also, among your peer groups or with your teachers, with your elders, with your seniors, this is the most commonly spotted error when we speak English language, right? We need to remember that with did, it is always V1. He did eat his lunch. He didn't go to the market, right? So V1, first form of verb, is being used in these examples. Then children, last but not the least, there are certain indefinite pronouns like everyone, everybody, everything, everywhere, someone, somebody, something, somewhere. These all indefinite pronouns should be used with singular verbs. Generally the children, they get confused that when every word is used, that means that's a group of people, and they tend to use plural helping verbs over here, which is wrong. If you see the statement, everybody has a team leader in charge of him or her. Has been used. Not everyone has his or her own desk. I know someone who gives piano lessons. Somebody has obviously made a mistake, right? Can you hear something? So they are generally used with these singular verbs. I hope children, you might have understood these basic concepts, and these are the basic errors which we find in the editing passages. If you're able to handle these confidently, 100% your 4 marks are in your pocket. You will not make any mistake. And believe me children, while speaking English also, it will give you confidence to speak correct English. Now one example I have put for you for practice, though I have given you a solved example so that you can understand. The trick will be the same. You should first read all these lines in one go, understand the tense of the passage, and then start highlighting the mistakes and then correlate the answers which I have put it on the right side. So dear students, thank you so much. I hope you might have liked my content, my explanation, and if you have liked it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.